Hello. Today I'd like to talk about proper lubrication of your brass instruments. A lot of people know that lubrication is important to the way the valves move and the slides move and making sure things don't get stuck. But what a lot of people don't realize is that it actually greatly affects the way the instrument plays. What I have here is a box Strad. It's seen a lot of play. It was owned by a professional player. When you see a horn that has this much play on it, there's a reason it was played that much, because it plays well. So this has seen a lot of time, but it's been well maintained. If you look at the valves, they are not worn down to brass. It's been kept properly lubricated. So these valves are actually in good shape, despite the fact that the horn has this much surface wear. So this horn was just chem cleaned. I have not lubricated anything yet. It's bone dry. So what I have here is the magnehelic gauge. If you watched my video on clarinets, you're familiar with this already. This is an air pressure gauge. It senses leaks in tubing. So I'm going to put this end here in the lead pipe. I've got a plug here in the first valve slide. So if I turn this on, right now the air is going right at the bell, so you're reading wide open at a 6. If I depress the valves, you'll see the needle drop to just above a 2. So that's with no lubrication at all. It's closing up, but it's leaking pretty substantially. So if I turn that off, and quickly here for the sake of the video, I'm going to put some lubrication on here. A little Hetman oil on the slides. Some lanolin on the slides that don't move very often. I know this is interesting to watch. Somebody just putting grease on, but and just regular. Hetman does make Hetman Classic, which is for older worn valves. I'm just using regular Hetman number 2, just for regular valves, not space filler of any kind. Alright, so the only change I made was adding valve oil and grease to the slides. Now when I depress the valves, I'm going down below a 1. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. If I spend some time tweaking these slides, which I'm going to do, I can probably get that down even lower. But the difference with just valve oil and grease, 1 whole point on the magnehelic gauge, that'll be a noticeable difference in the way this instrument plays. Keep your valves lubricated with valve oil. Keep grease on the slides. It'll help the way you play.